Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
Talk about this Southern getting the basketball inside way too easy as head coach called the timeout there. Burnett Steep calling the timeout. We'll take a timeout here. 2:50 going into the first quarter. This is Southern back out in front, 19-11.
Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
Southern University now leading 19-11 as we get back to action here at the H&PE Arena on the campus.
You're talking about a game at one point that looked like a track meet. Everything was up and down, fast-paced. It was really in the hands of Texas Southern, and all of a sudden, Southern University settled down and started playing like the Jaguars have been playing earlier this season.
Timeout went to Texas Southern as they had to stop the Southern run now. Battle down low for the rebound. Maya Lewis tried to rip it away, and a foul can be called inside against the Lady Jags.
And just a good job in getting the ball inside, being aggressive, and wanting the basketball. Against a team like Southern University, you can't be passive. You got to go be aggressive after every loose ball, every rebound. You got to want the ball, and that's a great job by Lewis wanting the basketball as she's at the free throw line. She's been very quiet in this game, and especially over the last 5 basketball games, she's had 3 20-point games. She's had 29 against Alabama State. She had 21 against Bethune and 25 against Florida A&M. That's the player that Texas Southern needs to step up here, because right now Southern University is really taking control. We talked about Logwood. Logwood was the one that came up with that rebound on the defensive side. Now let's see if they can get her going on the offensive end of the floor. Good job. Great movement on the offensive end. They're being very active because it starts on the defensive side of the ball.
And Logwood on the miss, and the Lady Jaguars on the rebound, and they get back on the offensive end here on the attack.
Look at crossover.
Wilson with a good pull-up shot, and he won't go, but Henderson, maybe the fastest point guard in the SWAC, takes it in, and it's intercepted.
Oh.
As she tried to get it to Jackson, and that's going to be some contact there, and it could be a foul called on Logwood for blocking. But we had some fast and furious action going on there.
This is what most teams love to see, this up and down style of play. Southern University loves to do transition basketball, especially when they play great on the defensive side of the floor. It opens them up to be able to run and get those easy buckets.
Blaylock coming back into the game, replacing Henderson. That's going to be a big deal in tonight's ballgame. Who can outlast this? I mean, who can handle the fatigue factor in this game? Both teams, Southern came in tonight with 11 players. Texas Southern had 9. So that's going to be a real factor in this game. For 3 from the corner. And it's good by number 4, and Jocelyn Tate has really made an impact in this ballgame for the Lady Jags.
Jocelyn Tate has played very well the last 3 ball games for the Southern University Jaguars, averaging a little over 12 points for Southern University. Quick hands.
Taken away from her. Steele on the play, and it's Tate off the break, but she can't get it to go. So here come the Lady Tigers going the other way.
And if your coach Carlos Funches, you're probably a little upset with Tate because she's tried to shy away from contact instead of taking the contact and finishing for the 3-point play.
Blaylock with an open 3, but it won't go. Nice rebound by Jackson. Jackson's going to be tied up inside. Possession arrow will stay with Texas Southern University, so they will keep the basketball.
Texas Southern University right now just needs to settle in. It's 22.4 seconds left to go. Get a good possession. You have 17 seconds on the clock. So you do everything that you can to get a great possession.
Pull-up jumper right there is no good by Perry. That was Lauren Perry. And Southern will have an opportunity to take the last shot here in the first quarter as we count down from 10 seconds to go now. Southern on the deck. Wilson will set the table. Driving to the hoop, kicks it back. And it's going to be traveling against the Lady Jags. So with 2 seconds to go, Dixon is called for traveling, and Texas Southern will have an opportunity for a final shot here in the first quarter.
It looks as if Southern
So Perry will inbounds the basketball. 2 seconds to go. Logwood has it. She puts it up, and it's going to be off the glass, and it's no good. That will take us to the end of the first quarter. And what a fast and furious first quarter it was. Southern University leading Texas Southern 24-13. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a minute.
Testing one. Two.
Southern University will have the basketball as we get set to start the second quarter. Olivia Delancey will inbounds the basketball, and she sends it over to Lagway, and Southern will back to work with the lead here at Texas Southern University, taking on the Tigers. They're doing a great job. They've been so patient offensively, and that was a good shot inside, but it wouldn't go by Southern. Zariah Hurston couldn't get it to drop.
Zariah Hurston was the player earlier in the season that was leading the way for the Southern University Jaguars. Hurston is stepping up and playing big-time ball. Great job coming across on the defensive end.
Logwood trying to force it inside again, and it's another turnover for the Lady Tigers, and contact by Logwood. And she is just a little bit out of sync tonight. It's not her usual game at all.
You can tell. You can look at it in the face right now, and you can honestly tell that she's a little bit rattled right now. And that's why Coach Skeet is putting her on the bench so she can settle down and find herself before this game gets too far out of hand.
Deshante Edwards now putting the ball in play for Southern. Number 10, Damani Lagway, and a whistle blows. And you can see Coach Burnett Skeet over there on the sideline for the Lady Tigers, working hard, trying to get her team fired up. 24-13 games, Southern out in front right now. And once again, they'll put it in play. It's going to be Lagway with the basketball. Finds an open player in the corner. That was Reed, did not go. And here comes Texas Southern on the offensive attack.
We've seen the Texas Southern University basketball team actually play very well on the defensive side. Let's see if they can get a good offensive possession. Southern working the zone very well, trapping it in the corner.
Jackson trying to force it, and she turned it over. She was being double-teamed, tried to force her way through it, and the Lady Jags had numbers off the break, but it didn't go. So here comes TSU the other way. Henderson with a great pass, and Jackson couldn't handle it. It goes off of Jackson's hands, and here comes Southern the other way. Damani Lagway. And boy, what an up and down situation we have going on now. And this time Henderson will try to slow things down.
And if you're Coach Funches, that right now you probably are telling your team, slow down just a little bit. We don't have to play isolation basketball.
Shot on the way by Lewis. Demaya Lewis is no good, but we have contact inside. Foul's going to be called against the Lady Tigers from Texas Southern. So Coach Burnett Skeet in her 4th year here at Texas Southern University, so far 34-79. But last year, they did finish 14-4 in conference play and went on that 11-game winning streak in conference play.
Beautiful way to play down the stretch for Coach Skeet and her team, getting those wins, that 11-game winning streak, and then going to the Women NIT and actually beating St. Mary right here at Texas Southern.
So Lagway, again, and the ball is thrown away. Good pressure by Texas Southern, forcing a Southern turnover as Reed could not hang on and the ball goes out of bounds. Checking in now for the Lady Tigers is Alyssa Blaylock. She's coming back in for Jackson, and that's going to be some of the magic tonight. How is Coach Skeet going to handle this lineup. She's looking for that chemistry out there.
She's trying to find those ladies that can play together and play together well. She hasn't been able to find it so far here in the second quarter of this basketball game, but you still have plenty of time left to go. This game is a long way from being over. Texas Southern just has to settle in. They've been playing a little erratic ever since about the midway point of the first quarter.
So they're trying to get it in. Henderson finally does just beat the whistle. Texas Southern needing a hoop with 7:36 to go in the first half.
A little bit more of a matchup zone.
And Texas Southern is really having a tough time. That's going to be a foul on Henderson, but they're having a tough time getting that ball inside. They're trying to force it inside. Southern doing a good job of tipping that thing around.
I'll give you the old rule of what coaches like to call against zone. It's called the rule of engaging two. If you're a guard, you got to get into the creases of that defense to break it down. You can't make a long pass from one side of the floor to the middle of the floor, especially as athletic as Southern is. They're going to get there before you can get there, that pass over there. So you got to use your guard abilities to break down the defense, engage the two, and then find your kickouts.
The offensive foul called against the Lady Jaguars, so the ball will go over to the Lady Tigers from Texas Southern University. And that's the thing about it. For Southern, the Lady Jags are 6-2 at home, but they've struggled on the road. They're 5-9 on the road, so you'd expect them to maybe have some problems here at Texas Southern tonight.
They started off having problems. They being Southern University started off having problems in tonight's game. Southern, not a great team on the road, doing a great job of collapsing defensively, not having a problem tonight.
And there it is again. They're just forcing it inside, and they've had so many turnovers here. We'll get you some in just a minute, but it's the turnovers have been the problem for Texas Southern. And now Henderson's going to be called for blocking again, as she was trying to move the feet to get in good position, and the officials weren't having it. So that's second consecutive foul against Aaliyah Henderson for Texas Southern. So she'll take a seat on the bench, and checking back in will be number 20, Lauren Perry, taking her spot.
Lauren Perry was out for a very long time this year for Texas Southern University. I believe the last time she played was the last time that Texas Southern played Southern University.
TSU trying to find a way to keep Southern out of the paint, and that's been a tough job so far in this ball game. Inside and a beautiful pass, and that's going to be an offensive foul called on the play.
That was an easy call that time, Butch. That was one of those calls that, unless you're playing football, you don't dip your shoulder like that and take on a block.
Olivia Delancey inside, the 5'11 senior, getting a little physical inside. So that's a turnover to Texas Southern as we close in on the 6-minute mark.
And if you're Texas Southern, again, that rule of engage too, attack those creases.
And again, another turnover, almost turnover there, as number 5 stepped out of bounds. That's Edwards trying to retrieve the basketball, but Texas Southern just a little out of sync tonight. I mean, every pass is getting tipped.
And it's what you talked about earlier, is not being able to have a normal rotation that you would have on the floor that are normally playing with each other every single time that they're out there.
Quiller on the drive, off the glass, and a beautiful shot there by Macy Quiller for the Lady Tigers from Texas Southern University.
Gotta like the little pro hop there.
And a steal by Blaylock. She takes it away. And a battle for the basketball. And Blaylock bringing some life to the party for Texas Southern University.
That's what I like right there. Get scrappy, get grimy, get after it on the defensive side of the floor. That's how you get back into this basketball game, especially when you know a guard is not paying attention to what they're doing with the ball. Let's see if it can happen again for Texas Southern. Look at the face right now of Blaylock. She said, come on with it.
LeSueur on defense. Reed now with the basketball. Back to Reed. Reed again looking inside as she penetrates, flips it up, and it won't go. That would have been a pretty shot by Reed. Instead, Texas Southern on the rebound. LeSueur has an open shot, fires, and she's long, but a good job by Quiller trying to keep it alive inside.
I'm going to tell you, this is one of the times that I'll probably say I did not like that possession for Texas Southern. You catch it down on that baseline like she was able to do, put the ball on the baseline and attack the rim. Right now, you're down at this particular point by almost 10 points. You got to get easies. You want as many easies as you can, and you don't want to allow Southern to be able to control the boards tonight.
Kiana Wilson with the basketball. Going over to Tate. Tate with a nice pull-up J, and she missed it.
1, 2, 3.
A point-blank range shot, but Tate hustles the rebound back.
Tate is an outstanding basketball player, doing everything that she needs to do to help her team offensively. See if she can get inside. That little push off that time.
She got away with it as Tate backs it up. This time gives it to Edwards. Back to Tate. And that's going to be...
Shot clock violation.
Yeah, that whistle came late. That's as loud as it's been here in the arena there, and I don't think some of the players heard it. 4:27 to go here in the first half, and we're going to pause for a timeout now with Southern out in front 24-15. Hey, Ryan.
Keep on going, keep on going. I'm going to check on that. Let me ask him. Yeah, hold on.
All right, let's keep it right here. While we have Texas Southern and Southern University tonight here at the Health and PE Arena. We talked a little bit about Coach Skeet. Let's talk now about Carlos Funches, the head coach for the Southern University Lady Jaguars. 2-time Coach of the Year in the SWAC, 3-time SWAC Tournament Champion, 2-time SWAC Regular Season Champion. He was also a pretty good ball player himself, playing over at Louisiana Monroe back in 1991, the Co-Player of the Year.
Yes, Co-Player of the Year, averaging somewhere around 19.1 or 2 points a game, Co-Offensive Player of the Year. And I want to say that Coach Funches actually competed in one of the All-American type games as well. So this is a man that knows how to play the game of basketball. He's actually become a better coach over the years, having somebody like Mike Vining in his life, who was his head coach at Louisiana Monroe, and then turn around, and then you had Sandy Pugh for a number of years at Southern University, who Coach Funches still gives credit to for helping to cartel his abilities to be a better basketball coach.
Yeah, 2022-23 led the Lady Jags to the big dance. And here we are now, Texas Southern with the basketball on the attack. Blaylock running the point now. Henderson has 2 early fouls in the ball game. Shot from the corner by Demaya Lewis on the shot, and a nice follow-up right there. Great job by the Lady Tigers hitting the boards and coming away with that big 2-point.
That's Blaylock wanting the basketball, hustling, saw that the ball was going to be short after that shot, went down in the paint, got big, and come up with a huge rebound and a putback.
Blaylock has given this team a little bit of a jump start here. Inside go the Lady Jags, but that's what they've been doing. DeShante Edwards, that time cashing it in for 2 points inside.
DeShante Edwards, the last time these teams actually played with each other, had a 5-point game as well.
Blocked again. The shot over there by Lauren Perry is blocked, and they're going to turn it over, and the ball will go back to Texas Southern University.
And if you are the coach right now, Coach Funches, you saw what he just said to his young lady. When you catch that ball and you rebound it on this end, you got to catch it and turn and look up the floor. Don't just throw it to a spot, but turn and look before you make the decision.
So Blaylock trying to get the offense rolling for Texas Southern. Back out to Blaylock from the top, from the wing, and it's no good. And here comes Southern with the basketball. Kiana Wilson. She drives, throws it up, and it's going to be a blocking foul call, so Wilson will get to shoot some free throws. You know, you look at right now, Texas Southern University has 17 points. We got 3:04 to go in the second quarter. They're averaging 67 points a game, so that tells you the kind of defense Southern is playing so far here in the first half.
Southern has been lights out here in this first half of this basketball game. Started a little rocky at the beginning of the game, but since then, Southern has clamped down. They are playing almost the equivalent defense of the no-fly zone right now in basketball.
So Kiana Wilson misses the first one as she gets set, the 5'7" senior from Jacksonville, Florida. Gets set to put the second one up. That one is good. So the Lady Tigers now trail 27-17.
Southern University, not necessarily a great free throw shooting basketball team, only shooting about 61% on the year.
And they're going to shot clock not moving at that point, so the officials are going to inbounds the basketball again. And you look at this game, and it's kind of a funny thing because both teams are facing the same scenario tonight. They're both are a little short-handed. Southern is missing two of their big starters. On the other side, Texas Southern is missing 3 players. And you know what? Right now, you'd have to say Southern is making. Texas Southern has not until that play right there by Demaya Lewis. Inside, count it, +1 on the play for Demaya Lewis.
Beautiful job that time by Demaya Lewis, getting in the paint and wanting to be aggressive, taking on the contact, fighting through the contact, playing through the contact, getting the bucket, and now going to the line, having an opportunity now, Bush, to cut this game to basically a 7-point ball game with almost 3 minutes left to go.
Demaya Lewis, a 55% free throw shooter, cans it, knocks it down, so she completes the 3-point play the old-fashioned way as she puts it in. And Southern will put the basketball in play with 2:54 to go here in the first half.
Back to the pressure look. Still a 2-2-1. They kind of disguised it a little bit.
Almost a turnover there by Texas Southern. Southern retrieves the basketball as Logwood gets set to check back into the game. Wilson starts to penetrate, brings it back out.
Blaylock is playing tenacious defense.
Long jumper on the way by Reed is no good, but Southern again doing the job on the boards, getting the offensive rebound.
Cleaning up on the boards, especially when you have somebody like Tate.
So Wilson will reset.
This is zoom action right here.
Jocelyn Tate on the penetration, and the ball is going to be knocked away as Tate tried to get inside.
I don't know if somebody actually touched that ball or not. I think she just lost it.
She lost it. It's going to be Texas Southern ball, and Logwood will take the opportunity to check back into the ball game. But she really, I'm just watching the body language. She just doesn't look like herself tonight.
No, she definitely looks like she's a little out of it right now, and probably because you're used to playing with Holmes, who is your home girl, down there on the floor, so you're probably a little out of it, knowing that you got to put a little bit more of the pressure on yourself.
Texas Southern on the attack. Full of, and the ball is stuck. And how about Logwood getting up there to knock that thing away? The shot by Demaya Lewis kind of got stuck in the side of the rim. That would have been a bad situation if they would have needed you or I to jump up there and get that ball down.
I tell you what, if they would have needed either one of us to go up there, we'd have both been over at the hospital.
That would have been a bad situation. Southern now, 1:37 to go in the first half. Setting up on the offensive end. Kiana Wilson has done a really fine job running this offense tonight. 13 Hall is back in also for Southern. Back out to Tate. She tries to spin inside. Now she puts it up, and it goes off the back of the rim. Texas Southern with the rebound. Lewis, and they turned it over. Back to Southern as we closing in on the 1-minute mark. Wilson is blocked inside. A foul call, though, on Brannon. A good block as she came over. Made it look like a good block for a second.
It did look like a good block for just a hot second. Brannon in the right place, and I'm old school. If you're going to foul somebody hard. Go ahead on and just put it on him. And that time, Brandon put it on him on that last play.
She knocked that one away, and that will send number 23, Kiana Wilson, to the line. The 5'7" senior out of Jacksonville, Florida, will shoot 2. And she misses the first one.
Wow. Been an Achilles heel for the Southern University ladies basketball team.
Especially late in the half, you'd like to get the free ones when you have the opportunity. Of course, Southern picked number 1 in the SWAC preseason poll as she missed both of them. And a jump ball is called as they're tied up underneath. Wow. the possession arrow will stay with Texas Southern University, but they got to be careful with that basketball.
And if you're Brandon, what you have to be able to do is remember, don't put that ball down below your waist. Everybody that's below 5 feet can play with that basketball when it's below your waist. Get it up high and above your head. Good look inside.
Blaylock with a nice pass, but they can't convert. As number 15, Brandon just could not get the ball inside. We're down under 40 seconds now. Southern going to work. It's
Nice.
Dixon with a beautiful reverse shot, and she got it to go. Destiny Dixon. Closing in under 30 seconds to go now. Lady Tigers with the basketball. Trying to get something going before we come to a close at the end of the first half. Good pass by Logwood inside to Jackson. And the shot for three is no good. Brandon underneath. Puts it off the glass, and it's 2 points for Texas Southern. Sierra Brannon. And here come the Lady Jags. Wilson with a good dish to Hall, and it won't fall. So a nice battle inside there as we come to the end of the first half, and you can see the intensity picking up just a little bit as we came through the last minute or so of the first half.
You got to love what both of these basketball teams are doing at this particular point in this game. They are giving each other everything that they can give each other because everybody realizes what's on the line right now. Positioning in the Southwestern Athletic Conference tournament is on the line with every game that you play. And so to see everybody step up their level of play, Butch, tells you what the second half of this game is going to look like.
Yeah, Jocelyn Tate with 7 points to lead the Lady Jags at the halftime. And if you look at TSU, Ayanna Jackson has 5, and that's been about it. So it's been an offensive drought for the Lady Tigers from Texas Southern. I'm sure that's going to be the bulk of the conversation as they head to the locker room.
And it's going to be, the conversation is going to be how we're going to attack this zone. Because right now, the Southern University defense has gone exclusively to a 2-3 zone, which has slowed down Texas Southern University. That's made them have to go through cycles on their offensive end. And so when you talk about what you need to do in this second half, it's going to be how do we get into these creases? How do we find the areas to attack the zone so that we can get easy buckets? And Brennan is going to be a big part of that because Southern University doesn't have an answer for her.
Injuries are a part of this game right now, but talking to both these teams, they understand that their goal now is to just get themselves with the proper momentum heading into that SWAC tournament.
And you're right. At this particular point, you have players on your team that have been on this team all season long. And so you just need your young ladies to be able to step up and play the way that they're capable of playing. You've coached them up at this point, so it's not a coaching issue that's the problem. It's just getting everybody on the same page. And right now is the best time to work through adversity and tough times because when you get to the tournament, everything has a tendency to slow down. And so when things slow down, things get a little harder, a little bit harder for you to be able to do what you want to do as a basketball unit. So right now, it's a great opportunity for everybody on the team to learn what their roles are. So when it's tournament time, you can step up and play big-time basketball.
This is something I kind of like to take a look back and see because it kind of see just how far whether or not we were in the ballpark. At this point in the ball game, it's 29-22 at the half, Southern out front. Let's go back and look at our keys to the game and see just exactly where we were with that. You talked about the Southern Lady Jags, and those were our 2 keys to the game. Where do you think we were with that?
We were right on point with everything that we said the keys of the game were going to be for Southern University. Southern University must get the ball in the paint, which they did, and they got the ball in the paint early and often, and they were slicing and dicing the Texas Southern University defense like they were Ginsaw knives out there. Then you turn around and Texas Southern University was forcing the action, playing great on the defensive side of the floor, making Southern University take awkward shots, unusual shots, quick shots, and being able to rebound the ball, push the ball in transition, and score. So everything that we talked about in the keys of the game for both of these basketball teams have played true to form because you can't change your identity overnight. You are who you are, and both teams are living up to their billing.
Okay, we'll be back with the second half in just a little bit. You're watching the TSU YouTube channel tonight. Butch Alcindor along with Ossie Clark with you here tonight. At the half, it's 29-22. The Lady Jags are out in front. We'll be back with more in a little bit.
Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From 3rd Ward to the Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From 3rd Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From 3rd Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From 3rd Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From 3rd Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From 3rd Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From 3rd Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud. Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose.
Marshall and Fanishka Bertho also out of action tonight as we get set to start the second half.
This second half is going to be predicated on how well can Texas Southern come out and bring the energy on the defensive side and get those easy buckets that they want to get through their transition offense.
With that music playing as always.
Southern in the pink uniforms with the basketball. And is slapped away by Texas Southern, but retrieved by Reed inside, and a beautiful pass to Zylese Harrison. And the first bucket of the second half goes to the Lady Jaguars from Southern.
Zylese Harris is a big young lady, 6'4", commanding a presence down low. The Lady Jags find her, get an easy 2 points to start the quarter.
Quiller from the side, and it's an air ball, but Henderson follows up for the Lady Tigers for 2 points. A nice play right there by Aaliyah Henderson.
Henderson with 2 fouls says she's not going to worry about how many fouls she actually has in the game. She's just going to play good basketball.
Offensive foul called. She's been trying to work. Coach Funches didn't agree with it, but you can see Aaliyah Henderson had been trying to draw that foul the entire game, and she finally got it.
That's a bait if I've ever seen one, and it was taken that time by Southern University. A little bit of a push-off at the very end, and a nice sell job. Is it the Oscars already?
So 24 is Demaya Lewis with the basketball. She retrieves it over to Jackson. Jackson fires inside. That's Quiller. Back out to Henderson. And Logwood again loses the handle. The ball slapped away. It's going to be off Southern University. So TSU will keep the ball as they try to get something going offensively here in the second half is going to be big for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, Logwood is going to have to step up here in the second half of this basketball game. You've had Jackson and Lewis step up, but Logwood's got to step up as well.
What a great drive right there by Ayanna Jackson, converting for the Lady Tigers from TSU.
That's 7 points in the ball game for Jackson. She stepped up tremendously. Let's see if, once again, can Texas Southern turn it up on the defensive side of the ball.
Damani Lagway will set the offensive table for Southern University. Lagway pulls up, had an open shot, couldn't get it to go, but the long rebound goes back out to Lagway.
Lagway did a great job of running across the court, knew that shot was going to be a little short, got her own rebound, giving Southern University a chance. Nice step move.
How about that move? That little shake and bake right there by Zariah Hurston.
You don't see that very often from players in the post anymore. That's the old up and under move.
Hey, I was thinking Hakeem the Dream, man. That was very much like him. The Lady Tigers go inside to Jackson as she tries to throw it up back out. But our coach is telling her, take that shot when you get it down low right there.
Yeah, just turn around. You're 3 feet away from the bucket. Worst case scenario, you miss it. You have a chance to go and get the rebound in that situation. Put the pressure on Southern University. And here's the other thing. That close to the basket, most of the time the defense is so far underneath the rim, they're in no position to rebound the ball.
Worst case scenario, draw the foul.
So get to the line.
Yeah, here come the Lady Tigers now on the attack.
I believe it was a shot clock issue.
The second time in this ball game we have had an issue with the clock. You know, we were talking a little bit in the first half about how good that Southern defense was. Coming into this game, Southern has been forcing 21 turnovers a game.
Yes.
And I think they did better than that. They're on a better pace tonight.
Early in the game, they had to have at least 10 or 11 turnovers against this Texas Southern team. And it's all because Texas Southern was out of sync, throwing that ball in the middle of that zone, and Southern University was doing a great job of recovering.
Jackson inside, battling, couldn't get it to go, and here comes Lagway with the ball. Lagway to Edwards inside, and she couldn't get it to go. Deshante Edwards tried to get the foul in the basket, and it just couldn't get it up and in.
Deshante Edwards was running the floor just like you would teach it. Get out in front, run the floor, and then attack the defense. That's the old 2-on-1 drills that coaches run over and over and over again that puts you in that position. Great job of being able to attack the rim.
So at the line is Edwards, Deshante Edwards, the 5'7" senior from Baltimore, making the first of two. She's averaging 3.5 a game. Second one is underway, and it is good also.
If you're from Baltimore, Maryland, the one thing that you can definitely say about somebody from that side of the East Coast, they're tough as nails. And Deshante proved on that last possession she was really tough.
Yeah, Baltimore, hotbed of basketball. I was fortunate enough to work there, doing a really, really good time for schools like Dunbar High School, where they were just unstoppable.
My goodness.
And they had guys like Sam Cassell and Muggsy Bogues. And it was just a great time to be there. Just a lot of success for that team. It was a basketball factory at Dunbar. So here come the Lady Tigers, and it's stolen away by Lagway. Lagway's going to take it all the way, flips it up, and can't get it to go. And the follow-up attempt right there by Hurston. She's hit on the play, and the basket did not count. It did not go in, but it was a foul on Logwood.
Hurston was doing a great job of following on that particular play as Lagway was going all the way to the rim.
For Logwood, that is foul number 3 in this ball game.
You can't do that when you're the top dog on the floor. You got to realize that there's some things that you just have to let go. You can tell it's still playing a role on her mentally at this particular point.
So Henderson back running the point for Texas Southern. Logwood back inside to Jackson. Kicks it out to Quiller. Quiller off the rim. And it's going to be no good, but a foul is called inside as she could not get the shot to go.
I was wondering if they were going to call that a foul or not. And was it a shooting opportunity, but apparently not. It's going to be taken out underneath. You're seeing Southern University do what they always do. They love to send 5 in, 5 out, that swarm of defense where they keep putting the pressure on you with fresh bodies in the game.
Lauren Perry for the jumper, and it won't go. And tonight, though, that might have more success for Southern doing that because Texas Southern playing with low numbers, only 9 players dressed out tonight. Another miss on the offensive end by Southern, and Texas Southern will corral the rebound.
Way too many jump shot opportunities for both of these basketball teams. Both teams need to be getting the ball inside.
Perry for 3. That's Lauren Perry.
Well, hush my mouth right there. Shoot the 3 ball and knock it down.
Yeah, they need some offense from her tonight.
I say let it rain, Butch. Let it rain.
Let it rain. Coach was talking about her, and she felt like she had the ability to step up. Lady Jaguars now better defense by Texas Southern. And that was Quiller almost coming away with a turnover right there. You know, when you're talking about Coach Keat, when she talks about Quiller, she said the best thing about her, she is the smartest player on this team. Really high basketball IQ. She said, you know, and she can hit the 3-pointer. She wants her to shoot more.
Hey, and when you have a great basketball player with a high IQ, they know when and when not to take shots, and when and when not to make decisions.
The jumper right there by Dixon is no good, and Delancey again called for her second offensive foul inside. That's Delancey, the big young lady. She's, of course, 5'11", a 5'11" senior from St. Petersburg, Florida, but she's getting physical, and it's not paying off.
It's not paying off at all because Longwood at time is doing a great job of having the position underneath. You got to know exactly what to do.
Longwood on the drive, trying to make something happen, and she's hit with an offensive foul.
That's number 4.
Wow. You know, sometimes it's just not your night. You know, you can literally make a perfect picnic basket, but you can't control the weather.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's happening tonight. You know, she just, no matter what she does, it's just not happening.
It's that old saying, you do something well, and then the next thing you know, you're kicking the milk over, and all of those different sayings that people would have to say you're just having an off night. And so right now, with 4 fouls, you got to figure out a way, how can you cheer your team on from the sideline?
Going to break at the media timeout.
Picking up the pace on the offensive end now. They had great rhythm in the first half. This time Wilson with the shot is short. Texas Southern on the rebound. Henderson takes it all the way to the hoop, and she scores.
Great job that time.
Aaliyah Henderson, the 5'7" junior from Norman, Oklahoma.
Great job that time by Henderson. Running coast to coast, did it on the defensive side of the floor. That's where it all takes place for Texas Southern. Much more aggressive on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, you can see Jackson using that body. Good job on the switch. Texas Southern again with the basketball. Lauren Perry off the break, and she's going to pull it back. It was a 1 against 3, and she decided to not go against the numbers. Henderson with the jumper, and she converts. And Texas Southern is on a run. We got a 35-33 ball game.
If I'm Coach Funches, I'm probably calling a timeout right now.
And you could be Coach Funches because he just did.
Media timeout.
He calls the timeout, but what a run by the Lady Tigers from Texas Southern. It was sparked by their defense, getting more physical on the defensive end. 35-33 Southern out in front. We'll be right back after that run by Texas Southern. Butch Alcindor and Ossie Clark here with you as Southern will inbounds the basketball. They are leading by 2 points tonight, but a big run by Texas Southern as the open shot and the three-pointer will quiet the run. A nice three-pointer by Delancey, who up until that shot had only been guilty of 2 offensive fouls.
Delancey did a great job of being able to set her feet, got under the basketball and was able to knock that shot down, giving Southern University a 5-point advantage with that big 3-point shot. Let's see if the Jaguars can play defense, though.
And it's going to be a scramble for the basketball, but TSU will maintain possession. That was a cold-blooded shot and a much-needed shot because TSU was on quite a run, and that three-pointer actually quieted the run a little bit, and they almost came away with a takeaway down on the offensive end.
And if you're Delancey actually shoots the 3-ball pretty well for Southern University on the year. She's knocked down some pretty impressive 3-pointers throughout the course of this season. She's that young lady that not only can be a big presence on the inside, she can also be a presence on the outside, showing you her versatility because this Southern University basketball team is not a great jump shooting team. This team does not shoot the basketball very well from the perimeter. One of those challenges that Southern has had all year. Texas Southern, on the other hand, has done a great job of making Southern in this second half take a lot of those shots and did a great job of being able to close down those passing lanes, have quick hands, and get out on the run for Texas Southern. If you're Texas Southern, I don't think you change anything because of one shot. Make her prove that she can hit that type of shot consistently before you change what you're doing defensively.
That rally by Texas Southern really actually got them into a really nice rhythm, something they weren't able to do in the first half. So we will see if they can come back and pick it up and continue that.
And you could feel that momentum starting to shift. You could feel it starting to bounce here.
So Henderson will throw it in bounds to Lauren Perry, and the Lady Tigers will go on offense. Henderson just fires one up to try to beat the shot clock, and it's no good, but she noticed at the last minute that the shot clock was running down, so that was not a good possession for the Lady Tigers.
Not a great possession at all. You're seeing full court man-to-man pickup by Texas Southern, trying to speed Southern University up right now, trying to make it a Texas Southern style of basketball game.
Southern has had great ball movement the entire basketball game. You see Dixon with the basketball now, gets the screen, kicks it back out to Delancey for 3, and she nails her second consecutive three-pointer.
That's because Dixon was able to get into the middle of the defense, make the defense collapse, and then make that kick out over to Delancey, who was able to knock it down for the second time, back-to-back trades.
So Olivia Delancey finding the touch from the outside. Texas Southern turns it over again, and this is kind of what we saw in the first half, a turnover trying to get the basketball inside. They did not have a lot of success with that.
Didn't have a lot of success at all trying to get the ball on the inside, and it's because many times your post players are doing like wide receivers in basketball. They're trying to make a move before they've actually secured the ball.
Oh, what a pass by Dixon and a cut by Delancey. Talk about good one-on working that 2-on-2 action right there.
That's old school basketball one-on-one. I dribble at you, the defense steps up, backdoor cut.
Well, just good communication between those two players.
And especially because these are not players that normally play on the floor with each other all the time.
Jackson fires the 3, and it's no good. Southern with the rebound. 43-33, and a steal by Texas Southern.
Oh.
And Henderson could not hang on to it. And let's see, they're going to say she stepped on the baseline. A good steal, and then they could not convert before turning it over.
I like the hustle, though. I like what Aaliyah Henderson is doing in this basketball game. She's not taking a step back. She's actually trying to find something to push her team to the next level just to make sure that this game doesn't get out of hand. It's a 10-point basketball game, so you want to try to cut it to single digits.
The TSU almost coming away with the steal there as Wilson got it across. The open shot is an air ball.
Boy.
Tate had a wide open shot, and here comes Henderson. quickly, and she puts it in with the left hand.
Henderson has 6 points just in this quarter, I do believe, Butch.
Leah Henderson.
Just doing what she's doing right now, playing good defense and outrunning everybody.
She's a transfer from SMU. And a wide open shot into Delancey again. She now has 4 3-pointers here in the second half. Somebody's going to have to step out and guard her.
Everybody's going to have to know where she is on the floor. You can't leave her open. She's already proven that she can hit from downtown.
Another turnover as the ball goes off of Brannon's hands, and it'll go back to the Lady Jags from Southern, who have kind of gone up by 11. They quieted the run. They outlasted the run by Texas Southern. Now they're up 46-35.
The only thing that I would say for Texas Southern on that last possession, when you have a big down low, you don't like to have those dump-off passes where they have to go down and pick it up from the floor. Go ahead on and throw it up. At least throw it at her hands.
Delancey again, and she's unstoppable. Delancey, Olivia Delancey, again, this time for 2.
Call her OD because she's dirty, my man.
She's got 13 points in this ball game.
Wow, playing tremendous basketball, stepping out and knocking it down, finding that rhythm.
Jackson trying to hit the 3, it's no good, and here comes Southern again quickly. They're going in transition. It's a little different for them. Inside is Hurston, wouldn't go. Delancey's going to be fouled inside. So Delancey, after making all those field goals, will now get to shoot some free throws.
She's on fire right now.
Yeah, she got fouled with 4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. But I tell you, she's been the difference.
Yes.
She's been the difference. She was the one who quieted the run by Texas Southern. And
3 back-to-back three-pointers that actually helped this Southern University basketball team kind of get the lead and take away some of the steam that Texas Southern had built in this quarter.
Second free throw on the way, and it's no good, so she can miss. That's nice to know. And look at that Southern defense coming up with a steal, but that takes us to the end of the third quarter. So it was a quarter of runs. Texas Southern had the first big run. They pulled to within 3 points, and then all of a sudden like that, Southern got hot with the three-pointer. Right now it's 48-35, Southern University out in front. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a minute.
Sign off.
We're doing a post-game, Butch, or we just going to do a recap.
Join us for a daily episode of the Mike Prince Show right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Join us for a daily episode of the Mike Prince Show right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
To the Health and PE Arena on the campus of Texas Southern University. Butch Alcindor along with Ossie Clark. And Ossie, I want you to help me count some of these steals here, because I think Southern is way in double-digit steals. I just want to make sure my math is correct. But they've been doing a good job of getting their hands on the basketball.
That's one of the things that Southern University does a very good job. They do a great job of having their hands in the passing lane. They know how to play the five-finger discount.
Lauren Perry with the basketball to Logwood, and it would not go. So Southern again getting back into the offensive end.
I got 15, Butch, on the
15 steals. Yeah, and I just confirmed it with the stats person. So that's really good defense. We got a whole quarter to go. Delancey on the drive. And she has come in and really provided the offense here in the second half.
You're talking about somebody that needed to provide a spark for their team. Delancey has been that spark for Southern University. Well, she put it on her shoulders.
And she wasn't really a factor in the first half.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. It was almost like she was null and void, period. It was almost, you could have put a chair in her spot.
Yeah, well, her Achilles heel is definitely the free throws because she's now missed 3 in a row as she attempts the 4th one here. And she missed all 4 of them. But a good offensive rebound by the Lady Jags. The fadeaway is no good. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Texas Southern University, so Southern will maintain the possession.
Wow. Boy, when it rains, it pours if you're Texas Southern University.
Yeah, they needed that one. As Brannon checks in, and Quiller will check out of the lineup for Texas Southern University. For Southern University, everything seems to be hitting on all the right cylinders for Coach Funches tonight because his team, as we talked about briefly, they've struggled on the road this year.
Very much so. And this would be a great reprieve for Coach Funches' team to be able to pick up a win tonight.
Great pass inside, and she was a little too far underneath that time was Jocelyn Tate because she would have had an easy layup. She just slid too far inside.
As a coach, one of the things that you're definitely saying at this particular point is that there is no way in West Hades that ball should make it inside like that easily. If somebody's slicing, put them down. At least check them, redirect them. Don't let them have easy looks at the bucket.
Well, in both these teams, big things were predicted for them in the SWAC this year, and you can see the season is not over. They still have a lot to play for, and they're two of the better teams. They've just been dealing with a lot of injuries at this point, and like you talked about earlier, that deals with the chemistry. It deals with your ability to play the certain style you want to play, whether or not you got enough people to run up and down the court, and that's what Texas Southern seems to be having some issues with tonight.
Yeah, 9 players on this Texas Southern University basketball team that's playing tonight. And when you don't have Holmes out there on the floor who's able to contribute at least 12 points for you, that's already a factor against your team. And right now, what a difference Holmes would probably have made in this basketball game.
Yeah, if you're just picking us up late, Deja Holmes inactive tonight for Texas Southern University. She's, of course, their leading scorer. They're averaging 12 points a game. She a big factor when she's on the floor for this team, and they hope to have her back soon. So Southern on the attack now. Damani Lagway passes inside to Dixon, and Dixon converts.
That's just a good job communicating amongst each other, penetrating, attacking the two that we talked about, the engage 2 rule, and then backside being wide open.
Pass inside to Dogwood, and she got the hoop. She's been having a tough night. It's good to see Talia Logwood inside scoring right there.
Maybe that's the thing that she needs to get her going in this basketball game. Maybe that's the play that's going to turn it all around.
So Southern now been feeding the hot hand. They've been going into Delancey. She has the basketball, and Brannon steps up for the double team. So great job by Brannon stepping up to make the double team on Delancey.
That was a great job of being able to take the offensive man into the defensive help and getting Brannon in the right spot where she could be the one in the right place at the right time.
Southern has 20 seconds to shoot now. As Lagway kicks it over to Edwards. Edwards trying to get it inside. Now she goes back out instead, and she's going to be traveling with the basketball. Was Dixon.
Good job that time by Henderson defensively that forced that kick out, so Dixon will be called for that traveling on that last play for Southern University. Let's see if Texas Southern can get a good possession once again, working that short corner. You got Brennan working the short corner behind the defense.
LeSueur inside, and it's off the front iron. Couldn't get it to go. Nice offensive board. Still can't get it to go. Logwood knocks it down. Talia Logwood with 2 in a row.
That's a good play by Logwood. Started with the ability of Brennan being in the right place at the right time to tip that ball out to Logwood.
Delancey for 3, and she nails it. The three-pointer is definitely her shot.
It definitely is. Great foundation, great form. She stays under it. She knocks it down, but it was all set up.
Logwood got it, plus the foul. So Logwood will have a three-point attempt coming up here the old-fashioned way. So she's definitely found something her last couple of trips down.
This gives Logwood 9 points in the basketball game. She's actually waking up a little bit. I think that fourth foul kind of got her back into the rhythm of this basketball game, knowing that she's one of the top cogs or one of the top players who needs to be on the floor for Texas Southern.
Well, you just let it all hang out now because, you know, she figured I got 4 fouls. I might as well just go out with a bang, and it's working.
What do you have to lose at this point?
So she's at the free throw line now, is Logwood. 66% from the line, and she gets her own rebound. And the shot is blocked out of bounds, so TSU will maintain possession of the basketball.
Boy, that's tough right there. I thought that was really a foul.
Looked like there was some contact inside as the ball went out of bounds. Logwood for 3, and it's a little short. And here comes Southern. She just got that off a little quick. Damani Lagway with the basketball, trying to get around inside. To Edwards, back to Hall, turnaround shot, no good. LeSueur with the rebound. So Texas Southern with 6:44, they're gonna have to make a move offensively. That's a tough turnover right there. Oh, it's gonna stay. Ball out of bounds, off for Southern. That was almost a really bad turnover.
It was almost a very, very bad turnover. Logwood saw Brennan going down the floor under transition, running a secondary break. No foul just called.
So Logwood gets it out to Henderson, and she's going to restart the offense.
Wow, get it inside. Give it to your big. Let her work.
Logwood to LeSueur. Up and in. Count it. Plus the foul. A foul on the play.
Once you break the 2-3 defense down, it's really just man-to-man basketball. Great job that time by LeSueur catching the ball mid-post and attacking the rim.
Malaya LeSueur been kind of quiet on the offensive end, the transfer from Fresno State, but she'll have a chance to complete the three-point play here. It was a big shot. You know, she's one of those athletes who plays with a lot of intensity for Texas Southern, and now you can see she's getting in the mix as we come down to the 6:22 mark to go here in the fourth quarter.
A lot of intensity, great athlete for Texas Southern University. Let's see if the Lady Tigers come out and pressure the basketball.
And she converts the three-point play, so it's a 55-44 game. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, Coach Funches didn't have anybody wanting to inbound the basketball and knew that the 5-second count was coming. Didn't want to give Texas Southern an easy opportunity to get the basketball.
And she goes out and she goes, you know how to spell tiger? I said, yeah, I can spell tiger. Can't spell much else, but I can spell tiger. But the T is for togetherness. The I is for integrity, the G is for God, the E is for excellence, and the R is for resilience. And they need all of those letters tonight.
Especially the resilient part, because you've got to be able to handle what the other team is doing to you and keep chipping away at it until you're in a position where you can take the lead in this basketball game. It's an 11-point game right now. All you have to do is think one possession at a time. You're thinking, how can I chip away one possession at a time, get a defensive stop and a score, and keep doing it. And then when it gets to the media timeout, you're right under 6 points, which is where you want to be, because that's manageable. When a team is up by 10, 12 points, that becomes a little bit more difficult for you to navigate.
Well, and they're coming off of that Florida swing, which is a tough trip to make. And they had opportunity, especially against Bethune-Cookman. and they had opportunities against Florida A&M, but the injuries followed them on the road. And what Coach told us this afternoon was she didn't even have enough people to practice.
Right.
She couldn't even have a real practice. So that really limits your ability here. As you see, Southern's going to inbounds the basketball. They're working against the TSU press. Lagwood gets it across the line.
Logwood has to be smart right here. She cannot pick up that 5th foul.
Lagway, excuse me, Lagway. No, yeah. No, I was talking about Lagway. I missed, yeah. No, you were right. You were good. The three-pointer is good. On the way right there. A beautiful shot by Reed. And that comes after that timeout by Funchess. That makes it a good timeout.
Very good timeout. Anytime that you can get a positive possession out of it, get a score out of that timeout, it is a beautiful thing. And you couldn't ask for Texas Southern to play any better defense.
Logwood with a jumper, and it rolls off. And here comes Southern again with another rebound. So Lagway, Damani Lagway, has done a really good job running the point. They've been very impressive on the offensive end. They move the ball around the horn so quickly, it opens up the spots they need inside.
And you're going to see Southern, once they get ahead, slow the game down, and they're going to work that offense, go through their offensive sets, trying to get what they want. And if they
shot off the glass is no good, and it's taken away by TSU. Here comes Perry off the break, and she's going to pull it out. And they're going to reset on the offensive end. But again, we're closing in on the 5-minute mark in the ball game. They're going to have to make a run soon.
Oh, that was about to be a nice spin move.
Lauren Perry goes over to Logwood. Tried to go back to Logwood inside, and it's taken away. Southern has been playing great defense the entire game, really. This time they go down low, and the shot is good by Xylese Harrison, the 6'4" senior from Garland, Texas.
There is no answer for Xylese Harris down low.
Brandon open inside, and again it goes underneath the bucket. The spacing is just not quite right under there. She had a good opportunity to get a three-point play. Instead, she'll get 2 free throws for the Lady Tigers from Texas Southern.
Much needed 2 free throws. Also allows Texas Southern to kind of catch their breath, regroup, recover, and set pressure if you can hit both of these free throw shots at this point. 4:27, still plenty of time, only a 16-point basketball game.
Yes, Sierra Brannon makes the first one. She's only a 36% free throw shooter, but she knocked down number 1. So that's half the battle right there. Second one is good, so she makes both of them. And you see some Southern making some substitutions, and so the TSU Tigers answer also, as Brannon will sit after she made the free throws. Hurston with the ball, as they had trouble getting the inbounds. Blaylock in there to provide some defense and some pressure. She still got that spark. And a foul is going to be called on Henderson. She just missed it. That's her 3rd foul of the game, but she came that close to maybe having a stealing layup.
Almost. Very close, but you got to keep fighting right here. You never know. You have an opportunity on the next possession.
Delancey, and she missed one from 3-point range. It's off the mark. Henderson with the rebound. And the Lady Tigers are on the offensive end, and you see Coach Skeet urging her team on. They need some buckets.
There it is.
And Logwood answers quickly. That was almost a turnover right there by the Lady Jags, but they maintain the possession.
And when you're in those positions, Butch, you have to remind yourself, I don't have to be fast. I don't have to act like I'm losing the basketball game.
What a shot by Wilson. She couldn't convert. Beautiful drive to the hoop, but she missed the layup. And so here comes TSU now in a 60-49 game. Logwood is up to 12 points, and she tries to get 2 more. And another offensive foul called. And that's going to be it for Logwood as she's going to foul out of the game.
Yeah, Logwood had the right mindset, which is attacking the rim, but she got a little bit too close, and Delancey once again baited her in.
That's going to be a big blow for Texas Southern and their comeback hopes here, because she was starting to get her offensive rhythm going.
We're shooting out here, ladies. Defense is shooting.
Let's see if Texas Southern, now that Logwood's on the bench, can find it defensively, turn up the pressure.
Blaylock, so Southern crosses. No problem breaking the press. And you're right, you're going to have to see if they can come up with that defensive intensity and force some turnovers here with 3:10 to go. Great pass to Delancey.
What a
Great
play.
pass and a great catch by Delancey to put it up and in.
That's being able to know that you have big paws, that you can go up there with one hand and make that type of catch down in the box.
Delancey now with 18 points. She leads the Lady Jaguars from Southern University, and what a big, considering that they're playing tonight without Demaya Porter, what a big lift they're getting from Delancey.
Delancey is stepping up tremendously in this basketball game, knowing that there is no Porter, knowing that there is no Cunningham in this game. It's just her and the rest of the young ladies from Southern University, and she's put it on her shoulders tonight and say, hey, coach, if you need somebody to ride, I'm the one.
So the TSU Tigers trying to take advantage of the free throws while they can. And they convert two. There's number 12 right there. That, of course, is Jackson. And they go back to the full court press now. Jackson on Delancey. Oh, man, they had the clock was running there. They barely got it in bounds.
Yes.
We're under the 3-minute mark now.
Oh.
Wilson with the basketball trying to break some ankles out there. Delancey passed up the three, and she's doing what you were talking about, working on the clock.
Work the clock, smart, understanding you don't have to do anything but go to the rim right now.
Wild shot inside right there by Tate, but a foul is going to be called, and it's going to be Southern basketball.
Wow.
So the Lady Jags are going to keep the basketball.
When I was coaching years ago, Butch, I would tell my players when I'm up by 10, 12 points with 2:31, there's only two things that I want at this point in this game. I want free throws and layups.
Yeah.
I don't want anything else at this point. We'll work the clock, but I want free throws and layups.
Long three-pointer on the way by Reed is no good, and the battle for the board will be tied up underneath as great hustle by Tate, but Southern will have the possession arrow going their way, so they'll keep the basketball.
You just saw, Coach.
So several opportunities for Texas Southern maybe to get the ball have not worked out. And now again, Southern struggling to get it back in. Whoa. And now you see Coach Skeet very upset. She thought it was a backcourt call on the play.
I did as well. He said the head official is saying that she did not maintain control of the basketball. And a technical foul is on the way.
And now he goes over to talk
Just
to Coach
explain.
Skeet. That is tonight's referee, Travis Jones. And he's going over to tell her what happened there. I thought he might have been going over to tee her up.
I did too. But he went over there with some aggressiveness.
Yeah,
in
he
him.
did. But
Power walking.
he changed his mind. We're coming down to 2 minutes to go in the game, 62-51. Texas Southern trailing Southern University. They got to take a shot here pretty soon now. Get some shots up.
Yep.
Blaylock, around the horn they go. Henderson's going to have to put it up.
Got to shoot it.
Finally, it's Lewis from the corner. It doesn't go. Henderson got it, and it's going to be taken away from Henderson. A great play by Reed to steal that basketball away.
Reed did a great job of being the Johnny on the spot, hands in the passing lane.
The shot flips it up and in. LeSueur with a big rebound, but now you just got to get some shots.
Yes.
We're closing in on 1:20 to go in the game. It's just got to get some three-pointers up now. Shoot the ball.
Your
And
Texas Southern,
Henderson looking around.
Can't wait. You can't wait.
You just need too many baskets. Blaylock for three. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Southern's going to come away with the basketball. And the shot, the layup was missed. LeSueur got the rebound. Henderson has an open shot. She passed it up. Takes it inside. And Henderson converts. Got the foul, +1. So a nice drive by Aaliyah Henderson to convert that. That was a big shot. You know, they got 55 seconds to go in the game. You know, you would like to see maybe the intention pick up a little bit.
Just a little bit, you know. And right now, you can see that both teams' temperatures are a little hot right now, kind of like an old car.
Well, if she can convert the free throw, you know, the lead is 9 right now, so she can cut it down to 8, and all of a sudden, you got some possibilities.
And I wouldn't be afraid if I'm Texas Southern to foul and put Southern on the line. They're not a great free throw shooting basketball team.
You know, and that's a very good point. That could be one of the things Coach Vernette Skeet is talking about right now. Okay. The officials are going to check it to see whether or not that was a flagrant foul, and that we're going to see what the call is. That could be a big play in this game also.
Sure can. Destiny Dixon's going to pick up the common foul, and then the officials are going to go and look to see if there's a flagrant one foul that transpired along that time that they were kind of in the mix with each other.
Well, and I'm watching her right now over in the huddle with Coach Funches, and she has no idea what's going on. She's like, what? But that's an official call. They're going to look at it right now. They're checking out the replay, and they'll make the right call. But this could be big for Texas Southern University.
Very big. I mean, plenty of time to still chip away at this game. A couple of three-point buckets, a couple of stops. You're right back where you want to be. I mean, 62-53. Three three-pointers would make it 59-62, but they got to be quick. And you can't waste time trying to go back and forth. And once it's open, you got to let them rip and go rebound the basketball.
Well, what we're seeing tonight, this is setting up to be a great SWAC tournament in both the women's bracket and the men's bracket this year, because you figure Southern coming in tied for 3rd right now, Texas Southern in 7th spot, and both these teams showed what they could do last year when they have their people healthy.
And I like the fact that all 12 teams are going to the Southwestern Athletic Conference tournament this particular year, which simply means that when you see a team by the 3rd time, they know all of the quirks. They know all of the things that you do. It's hard to beat any team, good or bad, when you've played them at least 3 times.
There's no doubt about that, and there just aren't any secrets anymore when you get to that point after you play each other twice and you go to the tournament. You're very comfortable with whoever you have to play.
And right now, you have to make sure, if you're Texas Southern, that you don't do anything that's going to allow the officials in this particular possession to call a foul that's going to give Southern University an opportunity to get easy opportunities on their end, or maybe a foul where they can call a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2 against you. So be cognizant of where you are right now with 55 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter of this game.
Yeah, Logwood fouled out with 12 points for Texas Southern University, and I would venture to say the bulk of that came in the 4th quarter.
Oh, yes, she's found rhythm. She got hot. She being Logwood got hot at the right time, and she was finding her way back into the game. You could tell that it felt like the angst was off. The whatever it was that was holding her down for the 3 quarters, it was kind of easing her. And all of a sudden, going in the paint, trying to be aggressive, picked up that 5th foul, and she's on the bench right now. You got to be the best supporter of your team right now when you're on the bench. You got to be the coach on the bench and help your players find something within themselves to be resilient in this moment, because it's not over until the final horn actually goes off.
Yeah, and both teams had some work to do. Despite their success last year, Texas Southern came in with only really 1 starter returning, and that's a lot you have to kind of build around, and you have to do that quickly. Work out that chemistry.
Very quickly. You talked about it just now, Butch, when you were saying just 1 starter. That's 4 new players that everybody's going to have to build a chemistry around. So when you looked at the team earlier this season, you saw a string of losses for Texas Southern. Well, that's because everybody's still trying to get on the same page. And by the time they made it to SWAC basketball, you started to see that they were gelling a little bit better. Everything was starting to come into play, especially early when they played Grambling at Grambling State University. They really took it to the Grambling Tigers.
Yeah, and keep in mind the Lady Tigers from Texas Southern playing without Deja Holmes tonight, their leading scorer. That's anywhere from 12 to 20 points. I mean, she's money in the bank. Just recently, she had 34 against Prairie View, not that long ago. So, I mean, she is definitely, I mean, just think about that, what they're missing from an offensive standpoint as far as firepower.
And in that game against Prairie View A&M University, Holmes could have been standing on 290, and she'd have been able to knock down shots that night. She was on fire, and you're right. What would that be at this particular point in this game if you would actually have her and Logwood on the floor with 55 seconds?
You know, I was talking to her, Holmes, earlier this year and asking her about, you know, someone told me she likes to play PlayStation. And I'm thinking it's NBA Live or, you know, WNBA Live or whatever. No, man, it's Modern Warfare. Great, thank you. So there we will get the flagrant foul, and it'll be on number 4. If I heard that right. Here we go.
White 11 has been issued a flagrant 1. The flagrant 1 on 14 was an error that has been removed. The result of the play will be 1 shot that gets in for White as a result of the blocking foul, unfortunately.
So Destiny Dixon is good. That's why she was saying, I don't know what's going on, because it wasn't her. It was number 4, Tate.
And Jocelyn Tate, at this particular point, needs to find a way to settle down. I mean, just a moment ago, even though it was transitioning you one-on-one, that was an opportunity that you should just dribble that thing back out. Yeah. Make it hard for Texas Southern to come back. But right now, opportunity at the line. Henderson needs to hit this shot so Texas Southern can set the pressure.
So Henderson's free throw is no good. There's a battle for the rebound, and it's going to be Texas Southern basketball.
Wow.
So they'll maintain possession of the ball with 54 seconds to go in the game. Henderson will inbounds. Throws it into Blaylock, and she's got to get into the offensive mode here. And a timeout call by Texas Southern University. So Coach Keat wants to set something up here and take advantage of the situation with 50 seconds to go in this ball game.
Coach Skeet saw something in the eyes of Blaylock and her players that was going to take time off of the clock. And you can't afford to take that type of time off of the clock if you're Texas Southern University. You only have 50 seconds left to go in this game. So everything that you do needs to be quick, attacking the rim, going after the basket. And if you can't get to the basket, you got to shoot it up quickly from behind the three-point line. And if you are Texas Southern right now, you got to get a quick shot, which is probably going to come off a screen down and a pop-up.
So Texas Southern with the ball. Quiller will put it in play. She goes to Henderson, and Henderson was looking to get something. You see they need to get a shot up. The three-pointer attempt is off the back of the iron, no good by Demaya Lewis. The follow-up is no good, and now LeSueur inside, and she is fouled, but did not convert on the basket, but she will get the free throws.
Give LeSueur a lot of credit for going hard in this basketball game. Delancey's is fouled out of the basketball game.
Yeah, that was
well.
number 5 on Delancey, and that's a big help for Texas Southern as Olivia Delancey leads with 18 points.
Tell you what, Delancey deserves whatever rest she can get at this particular point because she's done everything that you could ask and then some.
Yeah, let me correct that for just a second. She had 20 points as she leaves the ball game. But yeah, no, if Southern hangs on and wins this ball game, she's our player of the game.
Oh, absolutely.
By far.
Absolutely. I don't know how many free throw shots Texas Southern has missed here, but those free throws would have been a big difference right now.
Malaya LeSueur converts. And a timeout's going to be called by Southern University. We're going to take a timeout here quickly. 38 seconds to go in the ball game. We'll be right back with the finish. Thanks for sticking around. We got 38 seconds to go. Southern leading Texas Southern 62-54. The Lady Jags with the basketball as Reed will control the point. LeSueur will be guilty of the foul right there as she tried to make it. But you said this early on, and that may be a key during these last 32 seconds. Put Southern on the line and see if they can convert the free throw. Make them earn it that way.
Make them earn their money in this basketball game. A 61% free throw shooting team. They're not great whatsoever. So at this particular point, what you can hope for if you're Texas Southern, with especially now Southern is going back and playing on the defensive side of the floor, 2 missed shots and a quick bucket on your end.
So Reed at the line. First of 2 is good.
That's 8 of 17 tonight for Southern University at the free throw line.
And she comes up here and makes both of them. So Reed, how about that?
Wow. It's the right philosophy. I mean, you got to slow the game down to preserve time so that you can have an opportunity on your side of the floor of your Texas Southern University to try to get anything going. Still a 10-point basketball game. Anything is possible. If I'm Texas Southern right now, I'm trying to figure out how quickly can we score. And then my next thing is, can we foul quickly again?
There are two leading scorers tonight. Logwood, who's out of the game, she's already fouled out. She has 12. And Henderson, Leah Henderson with 12 points, and she's on the floor. And maybe the ball's going to have to flow her way, and she's going to have to try to get some of those shots up quickly.
And I'm not sure if Henderson is absolutely confident in shooting the 3 ball. She shot it a little bit more last year than she's doing this year. She's been great getting to the rim. So if you're Henderson, that may be the first thing that you do. How quickly can I get it into the rim and then set my team up to play defense? Or as quickly as I can get it in my hands, how quickly can I shoot this ball? Because at the end of the day, second chance opportunity, you might get a 3-point play off the second chance.
So both teams coming back out onto the court, and you kind of got a feel for Coach Skeet a little bit. She's a little short-handed tonight, and you're trying to find the right combinations, and you're trying to motivate at the same time. And TSU will have the basketball here with a chance to cut into that lead with 32 seconds to go in the game. Henderson has it, and she goes quickly, and the shot is an air ball by Lewis. She went quickly to Demaya Lewis. She put it up quickly. She just didn't hit the shot. And so now they're going to talk about it again. But there's really nothing else you can do. You got to get the ball up at this point.
That's all you can do. I mean, you're doing everything that you can do, quick shots, trying to get points on the board as quickly as you possibly can. And Southern University right there takes a timeout and uses this timeout to advance the basketball to get it on their side of the floor. Chances are, once again, Southern University is going to try to sneak somebody into the back court to try to catch this basketball so that they can have the floor to run as much time off as humanly possible. If you're Texas Southern, you got to have somebody back waiting on that, so in case they do it, as soon as the catch is made, you got somebody there to put the foul on.
We were told Southern was a very strong defensive team, with the half-court orientation, and that's pretty much what we've seen tonight.
And that once Southern started to kind of settle in defensively, going from the man-to-man to the 2-3 defense early in the basketball game was paramount for the Lady Jaguars, because they were able to get easy steals that turned into transition points, which gave them the opportunity to finally settle into this basketball game. And from that point, it's just been Southern University being Southern University, wearing you out, getting the ball into the inside.
So Edwards will put it in play. She bounces it over to Hurston. She's just protecting the ball now, and they're trying that, and that's Coach Funches did a good thing right there during that timeout. And I'm sure he mentioned it to his team. Let's get the ball to one of our good free throw shooters and try to have someone convert. Hurston is going to go to the line. She's a 63% free throw shooter.
The one that you definitely didn't want to get to the free throw line is Jayla Reed. She's an 80% free throw shooter for Southern. 63 is not too bad, but if you can shoot and knock these down.
And the first one is no good, so Texas Southern had a lid on that basket for the first one. Let's see what happens with number 2. 10-point game with 22 seconds to go. And she makes the second one. So the Jaguars, that's a really good job there getting that, because an 11-point lead with 22 seconds to go, they got to be starting to relax a little bit over there.
Relax and start to feel like the pressure is starting to actually get off of their shoulders. One of the things that the Jaguars really didn't do a very good job, that Coach Funches and his coaching staff said that they didn't do, is handling the pressure. Being one of the better basketball teams in this conference, they just didn't handle it very well. And with that pressure being on them, they started hitting panic. They started to press a little bit. And when you get to that point, everything gets out of rhythm and out of sync. And so tonight, a win for Coach Funches' team might allow them to relax.
TSU on the offensive attack now. Blaylock taking it to the hoop. Off the glass, it goes in and out. So Blaylock drove down the lane, got a good look at it, put it in, and it just spins out with 16 seconds to go. So
Man.
Southern University, they'll have an opportunity to shoot on the other end.
At this particular point, if you're Texas Southern, you have plenty to build off of. With only 9 basketball players, you have plenty to build off of. You have to think about every positive thing that you've been able to do in this game. Get to the rim. Making Southern University take jump shots early in the contest because your defense was really good.
Reed again, the 80% free throw shooter. She misses the second one. Makes the first, misses the second one. TSU looking for something quickly. It's Henderson with the ball. Over to Perry. She fires, and Perry is no good. Southern gets the rebound, and that's going to do it. We're down to 3-2-1, and that's going to be it. The Lady Jaguars from Southern University go on the road, come into the Health and PE Arena on the campus of Texas Southern University, and they're going to go away with a win, 66-54. Can you put a bow on this one for me, Ozzie?
It's really simple. It's the Southern University basketball team being able to play good defense early that translated into them being able to keep the momentum, along with riding the wings of Olivia Delancey in this basketball game. She was superb down the stretch.
Yeah, and it was just that defense. Delancey, you mentioned, provided the offensive spark, but Southern came out and they played tough defense from beginning to end. And the fact that I thought it was really big that Talia Logwood could not really get her game going until the fourth quarter.
Never could find the rhythm that she really wanted to find in tonight's basketball game. You could tell that the panic or the frustration was on her face, not having the full arsenal of players here tonight, and she knew what was on her shoulders and couldn't settle in. Finally found it in the third quarter of this basketball game, and then in the fourth quarter, picking up her 5th foul when things seemed like it was just about to turn around and be in the Texas Southern University wheelhouse.
Well, Ozzie, thank you very much, sir. I've enjoyed it tonight. It's a pleasure working with you. We got to see a good one here tonight, folks. Southern University, a big winner.